Orange juice. We get orange juice delivered to our door with the milk. On Mondays, Wednesdays
and Fridays,
we get 1 pint of milk and 1 carton of orange juice. So one Monday morning I go out there and there's 1 pint of milk and...
No.
So I go, damn, the milkman's forgotten to deliver the orange.
I love orange juice.
So on Tuesday I got up in time to meet the milk. You forgot to deliver the orange yesterday. No, I never, he said. Afraid you did, I said. I delivered your orange yesterday, he says. Well, it wasn't there when I came to collect it. So I got another one off him. On Wednesday, same again. 1 pint of milk.
No orange.
So on Thursday, I waited for him again. No orange yesterday, I said. Look, I delivered it, he says. Well, it's disappearing, I say. Someone's nicking it then, he says. And off he went. Suddenly, my mind began to think. Who is it creeping up to our doorstep? Who's getting our lovely orange juice for their breakfast? No one survives. I come home and there's my little pony on the telly. That's when my brain starts doing things. Anyway, my brother was watching the telly and I had this really long spoon. I shoved really hard and fast in his eye. It was lovely. But now I have to bury his dead body. Suddenly I heard the front door open with Mum and Dad coming in. Oh no! I've got big bother. They're going to come here and find out my brother is dead. Suddenly I've made a breakthrough. I stuffed my brother in the fridge. And everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. Later that day, we sit down to eat, and my dad goes to the fridge. He saw Brian in there, mouth open, eyes staring, tail stiff, dead in the fridge. And that's when I get into really big trouble.
everyone's a little bit racist.
Strict. We had a teacher who was so strict, you weren't allowed to breathe in her snatch. She used to stand out the front going, no snatch, breathing. And you had the whole morning to get through. The weak ones just used to die. You'd hear them going down behind you. Kaboom, kaboom. Do you know, at the beginning of the week there were 5 kids in my class. At the end of the week there were only 48 of them left. Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? If you made it, it was sex prison. There was a sex prison underneath the us hall where they used to fuck you up from the us week. It wouldn't be necessary.
It's hurting.
Get off me! No! Miss Goodall tries to be exciting. Look out the tree. There's a big dying by the side of the road. Nice. Miss, I've been up here for 3 weeks. And there's rats. And they're nibbling my toenails. So I figured it out. What you had to do was put one of those little chocolate Swiss rolls in. Miss Goodall snatched and bursted. So when it went down, it didn't make any noise at all. So once more, from the beginning. No fucking snatch. Breathing. The hot ones. Kaboom, kaboom. The whiny ones. Gotta go, gotta go. No, and the weak ones. Boom. Sex, prison.
Get off me!
No!
It's hurting.
Anyway, after a few... I'm talking. I want complete quiet. And that includes you. Yes, you. No need to turn around. You. There aren't any other yous here, are there? Now, if you don't stop it, I'm going to put you out the window and leave you by the side of the car. Right. As you know, I tried something new. I start fiddle-diddle. Bang! Miss Goodall snaps and I fiddle. I make little rattly noises. Fiddle-diddle. Riddle-diddle. I'm rattling away like mad with that snaps. Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle, fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. For 3 hours I'm at it. I lock it. I unlock it. I lock it. I try to unlock it. The snap stuck. Miss Goodall looked awful. Haribo was sitting in front of me and I saw him snort and start dying. And there's my mum, she's telling me, nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. And there's my dad, he's doing the same. Would you believe it, the little pig? And the snap's jammed, I'll have to break it down. God, when I get inside. Oh, but my brother, what's he doing? He's smiling all over his big face. And we kept talking about snatch and sex. Later that day, we went to the Michael Rosen Plum Cafe. And everything was lovely once again. Wonderful. The Michael Rosen sex.
Oh, yeah.
Magic.
You too poop, you'll know when it's done because your poop will be hard.
My mum. Sometimes my dad used to go out. This meant that my mum had to babysit me. She was really hot. This meant that I had to fuck my mum. Nice. Anyway, I lock the door and I start doing my mum. Fiddle diddle. So there I was, licking my mum when I heard the front door open. I try to unlock the door. I've got big bother. My dad's going to come here and find me here. And I've come in my mum and I've locked the door and it's really late and it's all my fault. I try and I get that key to work. Fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle, fiddle, riddle, diddle, diddle. The key stuck. Hello? My dad calls out, did Michael stay in bed all right? He's trying to turn the handle. Let me in, says my dad, cheerily. No answer from us inside. My mum is waiting for me to say something. I'm hoping she'll say something. We're looking at each other. Come on, says my dad, getting a bit cross. Oh no, the moment I dread when Dad goes from being cheery to being fucking furious. In a weedy little voice I say, I fucked my mum. My dad is roaring, would you believe it, the little pig? And the door's jammed, I'll have to break it down. God, when I get inside, oh, you're going to be in for big trouble. And me, I'm standing there waiting for my dad to keel over and die. And that's when I get into really big trouble. The tale of Michael Rosen. When I was 1, I ate my hamster. When I was 2, I had sex with my drums. When I was 3, I started getting vaginas. When I was 4, I ate the dog. When I was 5, I murdered my friends. When I was 6, I ate a bag of plums. When I was 7, I had hot butt sex with my sister. When I was 8, I ate the sky fugel. When I was 9, I bombed all the schools. When I was 10, they made me king of all kinds. Grey, really grey. Strict, strict. We had a teacher who was so strict, you weren't allowed to breathe strict in her lessons. She used to stand out the front going, no, breathe strict. And you had the whole morning to get through. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And there was always a whiny kid going, meh. Gonna go out and do some. She'd say, no, you've got all playtime to do it. The Michael Rosen rap. Fair. Stop right there. Sex. Even as I speak. Would you believe it? I can see that the Michael Rosen fan has opened her can of drink. I don't believe it. I really don't. Do we have sex at 9:30 in Holland? Really good. Sex, or how I learnt to love blurb. When I get in, if there's one thing I love, it's a fat cunt. I love the feel of my tongue and lips on the foreskin, then I make my teeth cut into the flesh so the cum jumps into my mouth, the coolness and the wetness. So now I get some chocolate sauce and poured some on the penis. So with my next bit, a tasty feel starts under my tongue. And all the chocolate stuff mixes with the juicy cum stuff. And that's the way it goes down now. Chocolate and cum, and chocolate in a lovely, wet, juicy, sticky, flavoury, round the mouth, tasty, soggy mush. Ah.